Group tours run a pretty wide spectrum, from bus tours and sailing expeditions to theme tours. But they share this in common. You pay, and someone else does the heavy lifting, from planning most meals to organizing transit and accommodations. To some, group travel is like procuring babysitting services for yourself in a foreign country, which leaves a bad taste in some mouths. But many group tours are now trying to limit group size, expand their offerings, and maximize local experiences to broaden their appeal, even to people who don't consider themselves tour group people.
The whole understanding of group tours came together where people want to save on cost, because traveling alone and seeing all that will cost you 10 times more by being on a 50 people bus. Now there is something in the balance of traveling with 10, 15 people makes much more sense, but with 15 people you can actually have a sense of a group where it's intimate enough for you to have your free time, for you to have time to ask questions, and the fact that we host you.
That was Nir Margalit, founder and CEO of Puzzle Israel. Puzzle offers small, customizable tours aimed at travelers who want to be in a group, but still want to have a more intimate experience. I've been on 3 group tours, all similarly small and intimate, to China, Italy, and Thailand. Those tours were a mix of must-sees like the Great Wall and thoroughly local experiences. As I stood on a street corner in Beijing eating a barbecued seahorse with my fellow travelers, I was surprised to find that group tours can actually nudge travelers outside of their comfort zone even more than going it alone. We rode local transit and sat down with local artisans, and the small daily interactions with people I wouldn't otherwise have met, both my fellow travelers and our guide, were just as crucial to the enjoyment of travel as the landscape and the food.
A typical tour will be the big sites where every bus can stop. With us, we don't use buses. If you're a group of, let's say, 40, you'll have 3 vans of 15 to 20 people taking you around to places that are less touristic. You will find an artist, a leather artist in the Golan Heights, who breeds horses, and from horses he made saddles, and from saddles he made a shop for leather because he's a professional. So we came and said, can you host a group and show them and tell them your story? That's what our tourists are looking for.
There are several trends driving this move towards less generalized experiences. First, millennials are looking for more niche or authentic tours, what some travel industry insiders have referred to as ungoogleable experiences. In other words, travelers increasingly want to be taken to the places that don't have a website. Second, with historically low airfares and cheaper Airbnb-type options, people often return to the same place multiple times. Joss Noose, who works with Global Greeters, a network of volunteers who offer free tours in over 50 cities worldwide, says that after seeing a city's greatest hits, many travelers want to get a closer look at everyday life, and that includes meeting the locals.
If you visit Paris, of course you have to climb the Eiffel Tower, and of course you will visit the Louvre. But after that, after seeing the famous icons of a city, you want to know what inspires the people who actually live in that city. Where they drink their coffee, what markets do they visit, where do they go shopping, and what hidden gems do they know of.
Traveling on an organized tour might seem like the best way to remain in your comfort zone, but I've actually found the opposite to be true. If you can find the right tour, the right combination of activities, new companions and a local guide can enlighten your travel experience. For CBC Radio, I'm Sarah Treleaven.